Hi, I'm Adrienne Bylsma, and if you are watching this, you are here to learn more about my classroom when it comes to one of four classes that I teach. I teach web, yoga, PE 6 for sixth graders, and Health 7 for our seventh grade group. So I've got a lot going on, but it keeps me on my toes. And I'm so excited for this school year to have all my students in front of me in the room so that together we can feel connected within our learning, our questions, and pushing each other forward with our next steps. So I'll go over briefly each of the main essential questions for each of the four classes, and then the general rules and expectations for grading within my coursework. For web, students are eighth grade mentors to sixth grade groups, and they've already formed their groups so well. And our job in this class is to create community group norms and establish the program that allows sixth graders to be mentored within the hallways, the lunchroom, the buses, and classes with an IMS. So eighth graders plan, organize, implement, and reflect on their process of how the sixth graders can feel more welcome throughout the entire school year. My yoga classes for seventh and eighth graders is an elective, and our job is to focus on how our body gets dysregulated by our emotions, what we can do to come back and use strategies that work for us individually to regulate our heart rate, our breathing, and our stress levels so that we then can continue on to be learners at our best selves. Our PE 6 class is about all essential questions about all self-responsibility. How do I take the time I need to make sure that I get the best self of me with my physical, following my FIT principle of our focus time, making sure my intensity is right, knowing the right type of exercise that's me, and how long for the duration or time. And the next one and last class is my Health 7 class. And that essential question is all about how do my reactions impact those around me? And that might be the reactions that I read or the moments that I look towards others when it comes to spending money as a consumer or within my own nutrition or within my own first aid skills and navigation. So again, I'm Adrienne Bylsma, and this is the email address that is going to be most convenient for you to reach me at. A little bit about myself is I grew up in the San Jose Bay Area, and I still have family roots down there. I came up to the Pacific Northwest to go to college at Washington State University, and that's where I had the opportunity to meet my husband, and we established our roots here. This is my fourth grade son starting his first day of school in Seattle. So I know very well how hard it has been for students as a teacher and as a parent navigating this last 18 months. In my classroom, we are standard-based grading, so I grade based off of what the students show me that they know, not necessarily their behaviors. So there is not any opportunities for students to lose points on things like tardies or late assignments or turning in a permission slip. All of the work that goes into the gradebook is based off of standard-based grading from Washington State curriculum, either through Washington State Leadership Guide in our web class or through the Health and PE Washington State Standards from OSPI. I'm also a piloting teacher for the Grading for Equity within our schoolhouse. So if you need more information on what Grading for Equity looks like, please feel free to contact me and I can push back that video towards you, but I will also release it through Schoology for your students and you to look through. It's in the resource folder that's located on your student's course page in Schoology. Schoology is the place where you're going to find assignments. The calendar date is when they are due. The expectation for students is to get it done before the assignments due so that they can come to class and being reflective on their knowledge, compare their learning to the standard or other students' works, and then make next steps through revision. Schoology Message is a great way for students to get a hold of me outside of the school day. Schoology Message allows for me to get an email as well as a text notification. So if something's confusing for a student, they can use Schoology Message to help me out. I do have a family rule that Schoology goes away around 8 o'clock so that I have family time and then comes back open at 6 a.m. Skyward is where you're going to go to find summative assessment scores. So after students have demonstrated efficiency and time with their formative work to understand where they are on their proficiency scale, Skyward is the reporting spot for the summative work. How have they demonstrate time to master that unit or that assessment? If you have questions, concerns, support for your student, whether they are maybe in PE class not feeling so great, or you need to get in touch with me about a concern with how they're feeling, please let me know through email. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Being a teacher that teaches both in the gym and in the classroom, the phone is often a hard time for me to get a hold of, but email is always around, and I can always support and help students out through email. Again, my email address is my first name dot last name at mercerislandschools.org. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this, and I look forward to an awesome school year.